Hello guys, thank you for joining the show. I just want to make this video, for some reason, some people find it unclear that how simple men are. When you get down to it, to the root of the matter is that guys, men are very simple. We are a simple creature, alright? We are not, we are not complex, alright? Guys, it doesn't take much to please guys, alright? It doesn't take much for guys to be content with their life. Usually in a modern society, guys, what they really need is probably like a TV, some food, entertainment, and that's it. We don't need all these materialistic things, to be honest, with most people, right? With women, they think guys are very hard to understand. They have to analyze a guy. You know, when it comes to relationship, women all they really need to do is just listen to the man. I mean, we're not asking for you to be slave or anything like that. Just listen to the man, feed him, provide him with what he needs, and that's it. Provide him peace. That's it. It's not that men are not complicated. We are simple creatures. It doesn't take much to please a man. All right. When a man come home, he just want quiet, want things to be done, and peace, right? How is that hard? How is that hard to understand? Feed a guy. You know the old saying: the fastest way to get to a man's heart is to his stomach, right? Feed the guy, and that's it. Cooking is very easy. I mean, if you look at a recipe, all you really need to do is follow the steps in cooking. It's not that hard, right? Most guys know how to cook. I mean, we don't need women to cook for us. All right, we already know how to cook the basic already, just to feed ourselves. We're not very. I mean, if it doesn't taste good, most guys just eat it anyway. All right, I mean, women. I mean, you don't have to be a great cook, but at least cook for your man. I mean, for me, if a woman's trying to cook, I mean, I'm not gonna hate on her. I mean, she don't have to be the best cook in the world. To a guy, most guys think that the best cook are their mother, right? Right? We're not expecting you. Well, I don't expect you to be a good cook like my mom, right? Just at least try to cook when I come home. When men come home from a hard day at work, cause look, when we're in the office, we're facing all these shenanigans, all these hectic things with our superiors, supervisors. We don't need to come home and be combative with our significant others. That's one thing we don't want. Alright? We just want to come home, peace, fed, maybe some pleasures, some massage, right? Maybe try and listen to us, watch the game or something, play video games, and that's it. If we're bored, if we're in the mood, we'll ask you to go to a movie. Let's go to a movie, let's do something. And that's it. We're not that complicated. We're very easy. We're easygoing creatures. Alright? There's nothing to overanalyze a man at all. Most part, men are not that materialistic. We don't even care. The reason why guys buy all these stuff, right? All these fancy cars, all these fancy houses, all this fancy stuff, right? Is to impress women. Is to get a woman to like us. That's most reason why guys do a lot of stupid stuff to get a woman attention. That's what it is. If it's not for us getting women attention, our lifestyle would be so simple. We don't need much at all. We could live in a trailer with an outhouse in the back. We don't need all this excess commodity in our life. All right? We are very simple. Most guys out there are willing to live in the wilderness, in a cabin by themselves, and we're content with it. But some guys have the urge to procreate, right? And that's natural. It's natural for guys who want to find a wife and have a family. I understand that. That's completely understandable because it's ingrained in our DNA to do that, right? But if it comes to a point when men don't need a woman, we just won't deal with women. That's why we see this influxes of guys leaving the plantations. This is why we see a lot of influxes when women can't find a good man. There's a lot of good men out there. It's just that they've been beaten down so many times. They've been rejected, and that's one thing that guys don't like. They don't want to deal with that idea of rejections. I mean, girls, do you like to be rejected as well? If you know how to feel what the rejecting is, you must understand that guys don't like that feeling as well, right? So it comes to a point where guys are fed up. They don't want to be in this position anymore, and then leaving. They would travel elsewhere to find a mate, right? You don't see women travel. I mean, I don't want to say never see a woman, but women don't often travel outside the country to find a mate. Guys are mainly doing that via the passport bros, right? But we're not that complicated. And not only that, one thing that men don't like about women, well, my personal experience, is a loud woman. That's unattractive to men. When women are being loud, obnoxious, try to get attention. If we go to a restaurant and you're being all loud for no reason, guys do not want attention on themselves. That's one thing that guys don't like. All these attention, unless he's a narcissist, right? But most guys don't like that much attention. They want to be peace and be left alone. By you being loud and obnoxious, that to me is a turnoff. Right? Loud, obnoxious, cussing in public. You're gaining unwanted attention to yourself for no reason. Right? But the point is that guys are very simple. We don't need that much to be content with our lives. In a guy's apartment, what do you see? Maybe a fridge, a chair, a couch, a TV, and that's it. That's it. A bed with blankets, a couple of clothes, and that's it. You don't see men have all these potpourri, flowers, all these. We probably have one poster, but probably a cool, badass poster. That's about it. But you don't see us having all these unnecessary things like a potted plants with things coming out of it. All these figurines. No, guys don't see any point having that. Not unless you're a collector, like you collect toys or something like that. But most guys don't do that. You go to a frat boy house, they mostly don't have anything at all. Maybe like a beer poster, some woman in bikini poster or something like that. But we don't need all this stuff. We don't want all these unnecessary things, right? When we go on a road trip, right? If we feel the need to sleep in a car, we'll sleep in the car. We don't see any reason to stop in a hotel. You know, if we need to stop, if we go on a road trip and we need to stop for only like a couple hours to sleep, we'll just sleep in the car, and then we'll go back on the road. It's that simple. Guys are not that complicated. Speaking from a guy. Right? And don't think that this is bashing you. It's not bashing you. I'm just giving a perspective of what guys want. But at the end of the day, we're not complicated. We're very easygoing. As long as you give us peace and not try to be argumentative all the time. Take what we say, use it against us all the time. Alright? We'll bypass looks, right? We'll bypass all these stuff. Guys don't really, most guys don't really mind if women don't wear any makeup at all. If you have a little weight, that's fine. Guys are willing to put up with women gaining weight. I mean, there's a boundary of how much weight you could get, but, it's not that important. Guys are very easygoing. We're very chill. You get to know us. Find what common interests are, and try to know us for once, alright? But at the end of the day, guys are very simple. We're not that complicated. We're not that materialistic. We don't care what you buy us. We don't care how much money you make. Right? We don't care about what materialistic thing you can get for us. Right? It's nice. When we get it, we do appreciate it. We'll say thank you. I love this. Da 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 da. Right? We acknowledge you did a good thing. It's a thought that matters. But yeah, don't overcomplicate things. Don't overthink stuff. Guys are very easygoing. On that note, thank you for listening, and I'll check you guys in another episode.